Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a seriously underappreciated topic, why it sucks to be born as a rhinoceros. Now, don't get me wrong, rhinos are pretty cool, but there are some serious drawbacks to being a big, horned, heavy beast roaming the earth. Let's break down the top reasons why being a rhino isn't all it's cracked up to be. First off, rhinos are huge, like ridiculously huge. Some species can weigh up to 5,000 pounds. Imagine trying to find a comfortable chair when you're constantly worried about breaking it. And when it comes to running, well, despite being built like a tank, rhinos can only reach about 30 miles per hour. That's not fast enough to escape predators like lions or even traffic. Yes, traffic. If you're a rhino in the wild, you have to deal with mud, thorny bushes, and sometimes just not fitting in places. I mean, have you ever tried fitting a rhino through a small door? Not happening. Next up, let's talk about their vision. If you've ever thought being nearsighted was a drag, imagine being a rhino with bad vision all the time. Rhinos have notoriously poor eyesight. They can't see much farther than about 30 feet, so if you're a rhino, you're basically walking around with a perpetual blind spot. That means you might accidentally bump into your friends, miss potential danger until it's too late, or mistake a tree for a friendly, if very still, bush. Now, let's talk about that horn. Yeah, it's cool. It looks impressive, sure, but it's also kind of a pain. Rhino horns are made of keratin, the same stuff that makes up our hair and nails. So, imagine having a giant, sharp, and pointy nail sticking out of your face all day, every day. Not to mention, that horn makes you a target. Poachers want it. Predators can use it against you. And if you're a young rhino, it can make everything from fighting with other rhinos to even walking through narrow paths way more complicated. Now, when it comes to socializing, rhinos aren't exactly party animals. They're typically solitary creatures. Sure, some species like the white rhino enjoy hanging out in small groups, but most of the time, rhinos just want to be left alone. Imagine being born into this world, having to deal with everyone's awkwardness, and not having the option of just calling someone to hang out when you're bored. It's basically living in isolation, only worse because there's no Netflix or snacks. You're stuck with yourself, your huge body, and the constant search for food or shelter. Speaking of food, being a rhino is basically one long buffet of grass. Yeah, not exactly gourmet. Rhinos are herbivores, so they spend their days munching on grass, leaves, and shrubs. The catch? Their food is usually pretty tough, dry, and bland. No fancy salads here, just a lot of chewing and grinding. And on top of that, rhinos need to eat a lot, up to 120 pounds of food every single day. So imagine spending your entire day eating, only to feel like you're constantly hungry or grazing on the same stuff over and over. It's like eating a bowl of dry cereal without milk. Forever. And let's not forget the most serious issue, extinction. Sadly, rhinos are critically endangered. There are only around 27,000 rhinos left in the wild, and poaching, habitat loss, and climate change are all taking a toll on their populations. So, if you're born as a rhino today, you have the added stress of knowing your species might not be around for much longer. You could go your entire life dodging predators, dealing with bad eyesight, and eating endless grass, only to realize that humans are out there making it even harder for your kind to survive. So there you have it. Being born as a rhino, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The size, the poor vision, the constant eating, the constant threat of extinction, it's a tough life. But hey, despite all of this, rhinos are incredibly resilient creatures and they play a crucial role in their ecosystems. So next time you see a rhino, remember, They may seem like massive armored creatures, but they've got some serious challenges to face every single day. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know in the comments what you think would be the hardest part about being a rhino. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more videos. Until next time, stay wild.